to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And I'm coming back at you today with another news roundup. There's actually been so much news that have dropped over the last few days, since Saturday I believe when I did the last one. So this is going to be quite a longer edition than usual, but I'm going to kick it off now with over on Netflix, the fact that they've updated the profile shots on Netflix now so that you can actually have your favourite character from War for Cybertron as your avatar. I've got Screamer as mine, but you can have Optimus Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee, Magnus, Shockwave, Elita 1, or Jetfire. I got Screamer as mine. He's definitely one of my favourite characters from there, and I also think the best picture out of all of them. But you better believe if they'd had Skytread there as an option, Skytread would have been there. Now heading over to the world of comics and IDW, they released artwork from their forthcoming comics, which are actually getting released tomorrow. So this is issue 3. So we got the Transformers versus the Terminator. So we got the 3 covers revealed for them. So the first one is this awesome shot of Bumblebee on top of Prime and what looks like chasing after the Terminator down the road. Classic. It's a shame they're not in one of the LA rivers, because that would have been a really cool little thing to add in there, but they haven't done that. Then second cover is just of a Terminator's head. Yeah, looks nice, pretty simple. Then third cover, this is the cover I want. The Megatron surrounded by all of the Terminators, Megatron on a throne, Terminators galore. This looks epic, really nice. We also got the 2 front covers for the Transformers 84 series. 2 covers line up, one with Shockwave, one with Optimus Prime with Soundwave holding Shockwave, and they're looking like they're ready to battle. Awesome. Reviews for the first halves of both of these stories on my channel already. If you want to go and check them out, I released the 84 one on Monday, and then last week I did the Transformers vs Terminator. I'm following these storylines all the way through if you want to check them out. Hasbro also blessed us with some new product shots, some in-box and some out-of-box product shots for Wave 3 of Earthrise, and woohoo, it's hit and miss, guys, it's hit and miss. Some of them I'm now thinking, yeah, I wasn't excited about that, now I'm probably a bit more excited, and one of them I'm like, oh good lord, what have you done? How did this get past any QC? But let's kick it off slightly positive here with Trailbreaker. I've got my Trailbreaker actually coming soon. I've got the X-Transbots one coming, but I'll probably still pick this one up as well because I really like this mold. I like the mold of Hoist. So it'd be nice to get the Trailbreaker to go with it just to finish off the collection. And in box, it looks great. All these Earthrise and Siege boxes look phenomenal. Great artwork there on the side. The product shot looks good. Obviously he's still got the big arm skirts that hang down there, but he looks nice, really nice head sculpt there, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this. Then, oh dear, we move on to Sunstreaker. Sunstreaker I was excited for. It looked like a really nice looking figure. It looks like a mix of the Sideswipe and the Wheeljack mold together, so I was really interested to see how it looks. And in box it looks okay. The box art looks pretty nice on the side as always, but you can start to see here where there could be a challenge with this two-toneness that's going on. So we move on to the back. Transforms in 15 steps. We've seen the back of this before, brilliant. Then the close-up of the oh good lord figure with its two-toneness. What's going on? Why is it not the same shade of yellow all the way through? This has really put me off getting this figure. Why have they done 2 different things? It reminds me of the Prime when you know, the product shots look one way, and then when you got the Earthrise Prime in hand, his eyes weren't even yellow, and there was a few other changes that they'd done with it. But this is really disappointing, this picture. Well, almost as disappointing as this. Who the hell transformed this? This is a mistransformed Transformer if I've ever seen a mistransformed Transformer. Look at that gap! Look at that gap! Wow, incredible. Whoever is working in marketing in Hasbro really should have QC'd this picture before it came out. Somebody actually said on my Instagram, are they prepping us for a QC issue here? Potentially, but Hasbro. Wow. So Sunstreaker, I was hyped for this. Now it's going to sit on a shelf for me. I might see a couple of reviews myself before I actually pick this bad boy up, because yeah, I'm not as excited as I was. One that I am slightly more excited for though is Run Amok. I know there was a huge hype around this. I wasn't as excited for Run Amok, if I'm honest. His product shot in box looks great. The artwork on the side looks good. Looks very dark though, considering he's such a white character. So very interesting. But again, alt mode, who the bloody hell is transforming these things? Gap. Push it together. Hasbro, please try harder on your product shots. That is appalling. I have better shots on my Instagram, good lord. Not of this figure, obviously, but this is just terrible. But the bot mode looks fantastic. I just hope that the alt mode does hold together and isn't Gaptimus Prime like the other bit. Then we move on to Airwave. I'm not feeling Airwave at all. Won't be picking this up. Box art looks good, but he's similar to Ironworks, and I really dislike that figure. Until I got another figure, which is going to be the first review for that is going to be dropping tomorrow. He was my #1 pick to get rid of out of my collection, so I won't be picking this up. But one figure I will be picking up is Fast Track, and I know this goes against everything I've just said about them parts forming and falling to pieces, but I want this guy as a weapon for Scorponok. That's what I will have him as. I won't have him as his bot mode or his alt mode. Impact, he looks okay. On the back we can see that he is a triple changer and just falls to pieces as well. Buggy mode is okay. Bot mode looks alright. I'm not against it. It looks okay. Buggy mode is, yeah, it's alright, but it doesn't transform. You pull it to pieces and stick it back together like Lego. But I'm going to have him in his spear mode when I pick this up. So yeah, not too bad. Then we move on to this list. Now this list came apparently from somebody who works at Target. This has been floating around the internet for the past couple of days. And on this list we have things that I've covered on my channel before, but it's a mix of Kingdom figures, Earthrise figures, and Studio figures for us to all get excited. Some highlights from this list for me will be things like Thrust, Cup, Astro Train. Hope that's in the Studios series, because a movie style Astro Train would be spot on. It does say Dino a couple of times. I don't know who they mean by Dino. Maybe it's Grimlock. I'm not sure, because there is a Grimlock already mentioned, so maybe they have to have a placeholder for it. Maybe they've lost the rights to one of the names from the Dinobots. They're just saying Dino at the moment. Starscream, apparently we're going to be getting 2 listings, one for Kingdom and another one for Studio series. So we're going to get a movie one, and we're also going to get another Seeker Swarm in Kingdom. Interesting. Cyclonus, Scourge, Hot Rod, Rodimus Prime, all these kind of things. Really impressed. There's also at the bottom here Inferno Rhinox, Dinobot again, and Tigertron. So a really interesting list there. I've not gone through absolutely everything. What is a bit of a challenge here for me on this one is that it's a list of Transformers, but not all of them actually say if they're from the Studio series, from Kingdom, Earthrise. It'll be interesting to see what these all end up as. But yeah, pretty exciting list there for any Transformers fan. Something for everyone. We also got some in-product shots for the Netflix releases of the War for Cybertron Siege figures. This time around, we're not just getting repaints, we are getting 2 remolds, and the first remold that we're getting that we know of is Bumblebee. Bumblebee, hyped for this, can't wait to pick this one up. Artwork looking sick. I love these remixes on the War for Cybertron with the Netflix, with the reds and the whites. I think the boxes just pop. They're fantastic. Really hyped for this one. Can't wait. Also, we're getting an Elita one. We know this. This box looks absolutely fantastic. Again, nice artwork on the side. Then we're getting a muckied up wheeljack. Box looks good. Box art is different on this one to the box art that we got with his Earthrise figure. So nice little addition there. Really cool. Red alert. I don't need another sideswipe mold. Won't be picking this up. I have so many sideswipe molds. It's unbelievable. Box art looks good and the box looks good. Box suits him really well. He's red and white. That's red and white. Then Impactor. This pissed me off. I really like this figure. The day that I bought my Impactor, this came out, and so otherwise I'd have held off on my Impactor. So yeah, it looks nice, but it's not one that I'm going to pick up because I already have an Impactor mold and I really like him. Something I don't usually cover on this channel, but it's here, and this is going to be another one from the Bumblebee Transformers Cyberverse. This is Skull Cruncher instead of Skull Crusher. So this is him in his Energon armor, and you can see him here in his bot mode. I haven't really seen the alt mode on this yet, but I think his Energon armor is this odd hat type thing that he wears. But yeah, quite nice, quite cool. Not my thing, but good for those people who are into it. Then, as it is Transformers Tuesday, we got our first look at the newest addition to the Generation Select line. We are going to get Bugbee. And Bugbee is based very loosely on a Japanese mold from years and years and years ago, but he is also based on the version that we see in the War for Cybertron series. That's why he's got the mercenary symbol on the front. Love this figure. This is a definite pickup for me. This color scheme pops. I hope this is not just a filter that they've put on, although it looks a little bit, because that purple looks a bit too shiny. So it'll be interesting to see some better lighted ones, but right now this looks brilliant. Love it. Very interesting for me that obviously this is just a recolor of the Cliff Jumper mold, but it's very interesting for me that they have now applied that mercenary badge to the front. Obviously when we did our got the Cliff Jumpers, we had to apply our own Autobot badge to the front. So it's good that Hasbro have done their damn job and put a badge on the front and made it look all official and nice. And guys, if you are in the US at 4 PM today, you can swing over to Twitch and you can join the voice of Bumblebee and Wheeljack to watch the Cybertron trilogy together. Watch Siege with some of the voices. That's pretty cool. I may pop over to that as well if I get the opportunity later on. So guys, what are you most excited for out of all of these? From the releases that are coming up soon, I'm dropping something on Bugbee very soon. Also, I'm going to be dropping something on Bumblebee, and then also on the Run Amok. Most hyped. Tomorrow is comic book day for me, so I'll be picking up the Transformers versus Terminator, the 84, and Transformers versus My Little Pony issue 2, so we can see if it's as good as issue 1. Alright guys, if you like what I'm doing around here, give me a like, a share, and a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!